What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. Today, I'll be previewing Junior Motorsports as we head into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. So anyways, let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. The first driver we talk about from Junior Motorsports heading into 2024 is Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer once again be driving the one car once again in 2024. Sam Mayer's coming off of having a really great year in 2023, scoring 4 wins in the 2023 season. But what's really crazy about this is those 4 wins came in the last 14 races of the year. It was a pretty big breakout year for Sam Mayer in 2023, and one of the most improved drivers throughout the 2023 season. So much to the fact that he actually was able to make it to the Championship 4 after winning at Homestead Miami Speedway. Though he didn't win the championship, he still had a really good year. Now, while nothing's been announced in regards to the crew chief for next year, it's expected that Marty Lindley, who worked with him in 2023, will likely once again work with him in 2024. I think Sam Mayer going into the 2024 Xfinity Series season is going to be one of the championship favorites because he was extremely good, like I said, in 2023. And it would not surprise me to be going to 2024 if he has another 4 to 5 win year. And I think he's got a really good chance, a strong opportunity and possibility to also make it to the Championship 4 once again. I think the ultimate goal for Sam Mayer is 1, make it to the Championship 4, but 2, try to win your first NASCAR Xfinity Series title. And what's really cool about Sam Mayer is only 20 years old, and he's getting better and better on a year-by-year basis. I think, like I said, this could be a fantastic and really strong year for this number 1 team going into the 2024 campaign. Again, I'm really excited to see what Sam Mayer can do. I think he's going to be one of the biggest championship contenders and threats throughout 2024. I am very, very excited to see what it can do. And again, I think this is going to be a really strong and good year for Sam Mayer. And I think he'll make it to the Championship 4, and he might be, as of now, the championship favorite going in 2024. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Nonetheless, I do believe this is going to be a really solid and a fantastic year for Sam Mayer going into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. The second driver that we talk about from Junior Motorsports is Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier, once again, is returning the number 7 car for Junior Motorsports' 2024, as he confirmed that after winning the Bristol NASCAR Xfinity Series race. Now, Justin Allgaier had a very strong year in 2023, scoring 4 wins in 2023, those coming at Bristol, Charlotte, I think he won at Martinsville, and then he won at Bristol, like another race as well earlier in the season. Justin Allgaier was really strong in the second half of 2023, and after winning that Martinsville race, he was able to make it to the Championship 4. A big reason for the success is because he reunited with Jim Pullman. Jim Pullman was a crew chief when Justin Allgaier won his 2008 ARCA Championship, and I think that these two next year, which is expected at this point, that Jim Pullman more than likely is going to return as a crew chief for Justin Allgaier next year. I think that these two are going to be a really good match made in heaven. I would not be surprised or shocked if Justin Allgaier wins another 4 or 5 races in 2024. Now, what are the ultimate goals for Justin Allgaier going into 2024? Well, Justin Allgaier's goal, of course, is to make it to the Championship 4, which I think his chances are very, very high, considering the fact that Justin Allgaier, I believe, has made the Championship 4 5 or 6 times, but like Denny Hamlin, he has failed to win a NASCAR Xfinity Series title. I think he does have a really strong opportunity and a really strong possibility to potentially pick up his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series title. Obviously, he wants to get that first championship. He's been racing in Xfinity for a majority of his career and has had a lot of success. Won, I think, 20 or 21 NASCAR Xfinity Series races up to this point. And I think he'd like to win a lot more races and, like I said, finally pick up that first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. Luckily for him, I think he's got a really good opportunity chance. He's got a new sponsorship with JR going into the 2024 season. And I do believe this is going to be a very, very solid and a really strong year. And if you're a Justin Allgaier fan, you do have to be confident. I think he will be going for that first championship. He's been looking for a long time, and I think he's got a really good opportunity shot to do that going into the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. The third driver that we talk about from Junior Motorsports is Sammy Smith. Sammy Smith will be replacing Josh Berry going into the 2024 season. We obviously know that Josh Berry will be headed over to Super Haas Racing to take over the 4-car for Kevin Harvick in 2024. And Sammy Smith moves on from Joe Gibbs Race and head over to this number 8 car. Now remember, the big reason why Sammy Smith is going to the 8 car next year is because of the funding and sponsorship that he has. He will be bringing back Violet Flying J, which sponsored Junior Motorsports from around 2017 till I believe the 2018 or 2019 year when Michael and Ed, or 21 year I should say, when Michael and one that drove for the organization. Now he's going to be bringing that sponsorship back in 2024. Now, Sammy Smith had a very solid year and is a rookie in 2024. Where he's able to score 1 win and made it to the round of 8. He had a really good chance to potentially make it to Championship 4, had to win that race at Martinsville. He had one of the fastest cars in the race at Martinsville, and he nearly made it to the Championship 4, but unfortunately missed out. Now, this is a very great chance and opportunity for Sammy Smith. Now, it's unclear who his crew chief is going to be in 2024. My assumption is more than likely Taylor Moyer, who was a crew chief of this A car in 2023. I would expect that he will likely be the crew chief for this team in the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Now, what are Sammy Smith's goals going into 2024? Well, he needs to do better what he did in 2023. Like I said, with Sammy Smith, he was able to go out and score at least 1 win and made it to the round of 8. I think Sammy Smith needs to win multiple races in 2024, which I think he's got a really good chance and opportunity to get that done in 2024. But also, I think Sammy Smith would like to make it to the Championship 4 for the first time. And he's going to be in an organization that's contended for championships and has contended for victories as well. I believe Dale Jr. is a pretty massive and a big fan of Sammy Smith. And like I said, I think this could be a really strong and a really good year for Sammy Smith. So I think he does have a great opportunity. I think he's got a really good opportunity and shot here. And I do believe that Sammy Smith will be a major championship threat and contender this year. I think he wins at least 2 or 3 races. And I think he'll have a really good chance and opportunity to make it to the Final 4 in the 2024 NASCAR Xfinity Series season. The final full-time driver that we'll talk about from Junior Motorsports going into 2024 is Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones will once again be driving the 9 car once again in 2024. Now, Brandon Jones, we all know, struggled in the 2023 season. Unlike his other 3 teammates, Josh Berry, Sam Mayer, and Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones failed to make the playoffs and had a lot of DNFs. Now, I will say in defense of Brandon Jones, he did improve as the year progressed and as the year continued to go. But he still ended up missing the playoffs in a pretty big way. And he also failed to score a victory. Now, while nothing is confirmed at this point, more than likely Jason Burdett is once again going to be the crew chief of this number 9 car once again in 2024. If Brandon Jones is going to continue driving this 9 car past the 2024 season, this is a make or break year for Brandon Jones. But luckily for him, I do think 2024 is going to be a better season for Brandon Jones than what we saw from him in 2023. As like I mentioned and said, the second half year for Brandon Jones, he showed a lot of improvement. Now, like I said, his goal is to improve, and I think, one, he needs to make the playoffs this year. Their goal for any Junior Motorsports driver, their goal is ultimately to make the playoffs. And very rarely, outside of a couple times, Junior Motorsports has missed. So I think this year Brandon Jones has to absolutely make the playoffs. And I think another big goal for Brandon Jones is he needs to win a race at some point in 2024. I know it took Noah Gragson a few years to get that first win, took till his second year. But I believe when it comes to this guy, he needs to show a lot of improvement and a lot more consistency throughout the 2024 season. He needs to make the playoffs and not have a first bad half, because that's going to get him in trouble if he cannot show improvement in 2024. But like I said, I do think this could be a very solid year. I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity and possibility, and we'll see what he can do going into 2024. Nonetheless, he'll be back at Junior Motorsports in 2024. I just really hope for Brandon Jones' sake that he has a much better year going into 2024. And he's going to be 28 at the end of 2024, so his chance of running out of going Cup Series racing. Nonetheless, Brandon Jones will be back in the 9 car in 2024. And finally, I want to talk about the 88 car for Junior Motorsports. Every year, this 88 car has been around in Junior Motorsports' arsenal. Nothing's been announced in regards to this 88 car, but a lot of the expectation is probably that Dale Jr. is going to run a few NASCAR Cup Series races, Xfinity races, I should say, in the 88 car. Junior ran 2 races this year. Those that came at Homestead and Bristol, where I believe he had a top 5 car at Homestead, and he had probably one of the fastest cars at Bristol. Unfortunately, before fire came into play, he had one of the best cars in the field, and I think he could have won that race. So Dale Jr. is probably going to run 1 or 2 races, maybe expand the schedule, and goes to a 3-race schedule in 2024. You then have Miguel Paludo. Miguel Paludo, I think there's a chance he'll drive the 88 car again. We've seen the brand colors come out, and I think he's ran 2 or 3 races each year, so I expect Miguel Paludo likely will drive that car. You're probably going to see a couple hundred drivers potentially drive this car, like a Kyle Larson perhaps. Maybe we see Chase Elliott run this car at some point. I would imagine those two, maybe William Byron, also Alex Bowman, may get an opportunity in the 88 car. And finally, I want to talk about Shane Van Gisbergen for just a second. Actually, there's one more driver we'll talk about in a second. But Shane Van Gisbergen, I think there's a chance he drives for this team. I know he's been linked to Kaulig Racing Xfinity, but I think this could be a potential team he goes to. And I think Dale Jr. would definitely be open to bringing SVG in. And then finally, Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola wants to continue racing in NASCAR Xfinity and Truck Series competition on a part-time basis next year. And remember, he is a former Junior Motorsports driver where he drove that 88 car in the 2011 season. So I could also see Eric Almirola drive for this team in 2024. As for when we look at Junior Motorsports itself, I think to go for Junior Motorsports, one, don't wreck each other's cars. Don't wreck each other throughout these races. And two, try to go out there and win a championship again. They've won championships with William Byron, Tyler Reddick, and then, of course, they've contended for championships with guys like Noah Gragson, and also Chase Elliott's won a championship with this team as well. This needs to be a better year for Junior Motorsports going to 2024, though it was a pretty solid ending of the year. Hopefully they can show some pretty big improvement going into the 2024 season. I think Junior Motorsports fans are going to be happy with the team they have. They got a solid lineup. We'll see what the team can do in 2024. Nonetheless, I think Junior Motorsports could have a very solid and good year in 2024. So, that is going to be it for the 2024 Junior Motorsports Team Preview. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my page as well. Links goes below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's video. How well do you think Junior Motorsports will go in 2024? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I don't think there's many other videos on the channel after today. Tomorrow there's going to be a massive NASCAR news video recapping everything on the channel that we've missed throughout the week. And then on Thursday will not be a video on the channel because it'll be Thanksgiving. Friday, there's likely going to be a special video coming out. Would not be surprised or shocked if it is a Daytona 500 entrance, or it could also be another team preview. And over the weekend, I've got other big content dropping on the channel that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.